Hello and welcome to the Baka-Talk Studios, everybody. This is Pylorus here. I'm just chilling out with the grooming. Got my tea in my hand here. I'm just...
You take a drink, then I'm gonna kill you.
What, huh? Made no
You're
noise.
Quiet about it.
Exactly.
Last time you weren't.
Again, you're talking about him. Anyways.
What?
My left hand man, I got Weeznyan.
I'm Wheeze. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Baka-Talk. I'm so glad you used the name Pylorus.
He's a moving and
Made me happy.
I've got a Byung-Chan.
Hello, everybody.
Just hello? Nothing else?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so before we started off, we were talking about the Mario movie and how we were looking forward to it. So far, I'm the only one looking forward to it with Chris Pratt as the voice actor. The other two are not looking forward to the whole Nintendo movie.
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
You are? Okay.
I just don't think it's going to be good.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be good either, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be great. I mean, like, all they need to do is get Danny DeVito to play Bowser in live action and be the only live action character in the entire movie. And
Danny DeVito would suck voicing Bowser.
They have Jack
He played
Black
Bowser
voicing
in the original
Bowser.
Mario.
They have Jack Black.
Yeah.
What is this movie?
You didn't know that? It was like
What?
the only good casting.
Jack
of it.
Black has played a lot of villains, actually, not going to lie.
Whoa, did you say the only good casting?
Yep.
What's wrong with Chris Pratt?
I still
He's
think,
gonna be
I
fine,
think
but
Chris
I
Pratt's
mean,
going to be a great Mario.
it's
I
Mario.
love him as an actor. I hate the idea that he's gonna be voicing Mario.
I think he's going to be a pretty good
Exactly.
Mario.
That's what I mean. It's
Why are we talking about this?
I don't
such
know.
old news.
like it is.
You
old
didn't know
news.
that
you didn't
Jack
know
Black was going to be
Jack Black
Bowser. What do you mean it's
Bowser.
old
I didn't
news?
pay attention to it. I just saw Chris Pratt's like, "Hey guys, it's a Mario," and I'm like, "Oh God, no! Why? Please don't." Like
I think
literally,
he's great.
as somebody that has grown up with the voice of Mario being in the video games, right? Like,
Yeah.
even though he doesn't talk, you still get like the, I don't know, the noises he
Well,
makes.
there was the cartoon series for a while.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And then there's the original movie of Mario. That's fine.
With Danny
too.
DeVito. He was Bowser.
What?
Danny DeVito was Bowser in the original movie. That's why
No, he was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No, he
Hold on.
was not. He was not. Danny DeVito is definitely not Bowser. I could 1000% tell you that.
Danny DeVito in what's it called again? Mario movie.
Mario Bros.
Looking up the history of the Mario Bros. Movie is really interesting.
It's
It
kinda
was
depressing.
it was a big mess.
Oh, okay. So he was supposed to play in Danny DeVito. He was supposed to play Super Mario. What was he? Yes, he was originally. Let me see.
This is quality content.
This is very. quality
Anyways,
content.
did you see that article where the artist for Berserk is detailing how they're gonna finish the story? I'm talking to Wheeze.
No.
No? It's an article that popped up on my phone. Let me see if I can read it really quick.
Did he say like? I've seen some stuff. I've seen where he told like he explained how he knew the entirety of the story.
This is the artist, not the
Oh,
Berserk artist breaks
which would be like
down
his,
how they will continue the
assistants.
series. Yes.
They'll
This
continue
is
with
a
this
CBR article, so I don't know
Oh.
how quality content.
Probably not.
Already, I get a Pampers commercial.
You don't have kids?
I don't have kids.
What do you mean you don't have kids? You pay taxes for the school for your kids to go to.
Yeah, I don't have kids.
That makes no sense though. Why'd you pay taxes if you don't have kids?
Let's see.
They called him Professor Kantaro Miura.
Well, probably sensei. They probably meant sensei. Because like a lot of the artists, like
Yeah.
mangakas, they're known as sensei, yada yada.
That's true. I don't know. I kind of like him as Professor.
Professor
It's
Mir.
kinda
Yeah,
cool,
that's
though.
kind of funny.
He's the professor of Berserk. That's amazing. Anyways, they say how he was like 99.2% the artist, and then it was like that 0.8 was his staff drawing it.
Hmm.
That's gonna be insane. I wonder how much the art style is gonna change.
It hasn't changed too much.
Oh, did you read the newest chapters?
I have.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely different. It kind of looks like when they change anime studios.
That can be
Like
disturbing.
it's still the same like design, but you can tell it's different.
There's different emotions, different.
I don't know. There's
this
like
guy uses downstrokes instead of upstrokes.
Yeah, it's
There's-
not as good, but it's still good.
the fans of DXD would like to have a word with you.
I'm iffy on that one. Because while I did like the original style, at the same time, the new style they went for is more towards the book.
Really?
Yes, it's more how the book art is.
Okay, I guess.
So, I'm iffy on it. You know,
Attack on Titan really changed, like when it switched studios.
I
think
still am not a big fan of the new Attack on Titan.
The new animation in Attack on Titan's a little like the animation is good. It's actually really good. It might be better than it was before, but the designs are a little weird.
Yeah. But anyways, this details how they're going to try to perfectly reproduce the art style of what's his name? Miura?
so basically we're gonna take the scenes, we're gonna print them all out, then we're gonna just place a blank piece of white paper.
I don't really want
trace
to butcher his
over
name,
them,
so
and then we're just gonna fit them in different scenes.
Kentaro Miura.
Because everyone's drawn in like every pose imaginable through all these chapters,
That's
so we're just
true.
gonna use those poses and just put them in different places.
It's just these awkward like Compton images. Just
Like you see Berserk from like the start out,
Yeah.
and like whatever he looked
he
like at
looks
the start
totally
out.
different.
Yeah, like,
For him as a kid.
yeah, he's put him in there. He's like, he has the perfect posture and stance for this. We can't really get around this.
It's just him
No
as
one
like
will
a
notice.
baby. Like
No one will notice.
Oh man.
But anyways, I thought that was interesting that like even the artists are
Yeah, I think the
in.
artists too are his assistants.
No, they are
They
his
worked under him, so they would know how to draw it the best. But you still can't like replicate
No.
exactly what he did. So
it's gonna be interesting seeing how that ends. We've already
Yeah.
talked about that a little bit, but I thought I'd bring that up.
No one can
that is
replicate
interesting.
That man's Idolmaster score was on peak.
I
There's
know.
no way anyone can replicate the style that
true.
he had.
But anyways, you guys,
How do you guys feel about Jafax? You guys have fun during Jafax? What was your Jafax experience like? Was it what you hoped for? Was it what you dreamed for? Was it what you were looking for?
So we went to an anime convention around
Yeah.
here called
Japanese
Jafax. It was Japanese. What is it? Japanese art and something
Culture.
Japanese
culture.
art.
mainly Japanese culture, which includes art.
It was mostly anime.
But who
stuff.
are we kidding? It was just anime.
It was just there was a lot of. I don't know. It wasn't even just anime. I saw a lot of people from other places come in.
There was a few
Like a
random.
Sith Lord came in. I'm like, what are
There was
you
a
doing here,
few
bud?
random like Jedi and
It wasn't
stuff.
even okay. It was kind of funny. I was just like, I looked at him and I'm like, my Sith Lord's cosplay's better.
There-
Like, then the one guy walked in who was a mixture of like Star Wars and Halo. I'm like, you okay there, bud?
yeah,
You're
there.
in the wrong place.
I think
Yeah.
he was supposed to be
He was.
a knight from. This isn't any better, but Legend of Zelda.
I think he
Okay,
was
there was
supposed to
two of
go to
them.
the Van Gogh place. So it would have been a better place. for
One
him.
guy was a mix between something at Zelda, and then there was another
Yeah, that was
guy
his friend. That was
that was just a Spartan clone trooper. He was
Yeah.
He was specifically Rex.
Yes.
He was mixed between Rex and a Spartan.
Yeah, they walked in together. Which
And so it's funny because like neither of those.
Well, it's like Link has a bit more leeway.
yeah, Link. There's actually like Legend of Zelda manga and stuff.
Yeah.
and an anime.
and it's a
So-
Japanese game.
Yeah, so it's a little bit closer.
Well, here's the thing. There's people that are just convention goers.
Yeah.
So if it's something linked around like geekdom stuff,
Yeah,
They'll go.
they're just gonna
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Because
there was like a Spider-Man or
yeah,
two.
there's people like me that like basically anything geek related.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go to a freaking Star Trek convention if I wanted to.
Yeah,
Like, it's not too far out of the box for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. I mean, there was no maid cafe, but I had fun.
There was a maid cafe.
No, yeah, but we weren't. We had,
weren't
apparently
allowed
had
to
a
go.
pre-register.
I did peek in, and I don't think we were missing too much.
What do you mean? Why not?
It just didn't look like we were missing much.
What do you mean by that?
There wasn't much there. There was tables, and there was a couple people in maid outfits.
That means we missed a lot. We missed a
Not
lot.
really. Okay, here's the thing. That room has no kitchen and has no access to a kitchen.
That doesn't matter.
I
All
would-
that matters is that
We
you're being
went-
served food with the smile, a heart, and possibly
Yeah,
an air
but
kiss.
we got to go eat actual good food instead of.
But it
whatever
wasn't
food
served to
there-
me by a beautiful woman. It was served to me by some old guy going, 48! And they forgot my
That
smoothie
is-
when I went up there, so I had to
that
get it
is
later.
true.
Did they at least call you by your actual name?
No,
No.
they just said the numbers.
Yeah, they said the numbers. And
They asked for your name, and then
they asked for your name, just use the number.
No.
Yeah, they
Numbers.
asked for my name too. They're
Which-
like, "Your order's number 52." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Cool."
they're just
Anyways,
like, thanks, boo.
So yeah, our last episode we did talk about the maid, the maid cafe.
I could have. You could have
But-
fed me food made by Gordon Ramsay. If he wasn't in
Okay,
a maid costume, it would
down-
have not have held up to the maid cafe.
The downfall of the convention was there's several things that you needed to like pre-register for,
Yeah,
and there was no hint that you actually had to pre-register for
they
it.
didn't really. Yeah, I felt like I saw it somewhere that it said you needed to pre-register for the maid
If
cafe.
you're from the committee, please make it more clear.
Well, yeah, they
the things
never
you have to
explained
pre-register for.
That would be cool. That's one thing I was going to suggest if we went to the the Q&A or whatever it was.
Yeah,
But I mean, it was still a lot of fun. I
I had
was
fun.
really impressed that small of a convention compared to Comic-Con still felt. I don't know. It still like gave me as much stuff to do as Comic-Con.
yeah, there was
Yeah.
so much to do.
So that's cool.
I mean, you watched the microwave for 10 minutes, but that's besides the point.
That's because the freaking hot tub didn't work.
Yeah, the hot tub didn't work. The hotel we stayed in, I'm not gonna name it, but no, it's Baymount. Freaking get your hot tub together, man. I only rented that room because there was a promise of a hot tub.
There is also mold in the bathroom.
I was hoping for a hot tub and I was hoping for waffles. I didn't get either of those things.
I know. You said breakfast.
Yeah,
And I was
free
like,
breakfast included.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was like
Bacon,
dreaming waffles.
waffles.
Yeah.
And then there's muffins.
Yep,
Sometimes
just
it's
muffins.
worth finding like a little bit more expensive hotel.
Oh, for Comic-Con
get-
we are.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to have money
Get
for
better
a
stuff.
better
I want to get, if we can't get the Grand Amway itself, I want to get the thing across the road from the Grand Amway itself.
Now that I know that we can pay when we get there,
Yeah.
we can register rooms a lot further in
Yeah,
advance. So
And we're going to do it. No, I'll be 21 by then. We'll be fine.
I can register for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get everyone together and find out who's all going and how many
Yeah,
rooms
we're
we
doing
need.
that this
Yeah.
Friday. Anyways,
we need one room per person.
Yeah.
We're gonna get suites, all of us. Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Everyone appreciated jacuzzi.
We'll have our own
the
personal.
hot tub didn't work. I was upset. I was a sad boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bryce, how do we want to get
the pool was pretty
Ginza's was good.
mediocre too.
Yeah, the only thing Jake, yeah, I can say Jake. The only thing Jake liked from Ginza's was my food because he got the tonkatsu ramen and he doesn't like
I
pork
got the
broth.
beef ramen.
Yeah, well, you got the beef ramen with tonkatsu broth instead of like beef broth. or
They,
just a different kind of
the
broth.
description said beef ramen, but it has a pork broth with beef in it. I was like, that's a little weird, but okay.
You can change your broth. You
And
can
then it
ask for
came with a
broth.
brown egg.
Yeah,
It's because of how they cooked it. It was cooked in the broth.
Yeah, no.
But it was a really good egg between it being soaked up, the broth soaking into the egg itself, and then the thing like the yolk being like gel.
Yeah.
I've
was
put
amazing.
egg in ramen before. It makes it a lot better.
I didn't know that that you could get what is it, sushi
Mhm.
with the type of breading inside of it that I like.
Oh,
What's the breading?
okay.
It,
It wasn't a breading, but I know what you're talking about.
tempura
Yeah,
chicken.
Yeah.
You no,
It's
it had
not chicken.
tempura
the tempura
fish.
flakes.
Anyways, it was good. It was crunchy. I liked it. I wanted to eat it all, but I can only have one piece.
Yeah, it was mine. I got the golden roll, which was like a mango thing. It was pretty good. It was like a mango
it
spicy
was
thing.
amazing.
Yeah, and Boom's over there eating his ramen, looking all sad. And he peeks over at my dish, like, "Can I have it?" Like I offered everyone else a piece because, well, I knew that one friend we went with didn't really like sushi too much, so
You
I
can
was
say
like,
his name.
"Can I-"
Oh, wait, what friend?
the other one, the owns of the game store,
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus. There we go.
He listens to the
Space-
podcast, so I'm sure I'll figure out someday.
Space
He likes-
Jesus doesn't really like sushi too much, from what I had remembered, and I was right. Wheeze didn't want any. He was focused on his ramen, despite not being
I
hungry.
wasn't hungry.
But he like almost finished his bowl. If he
I
didn't finish
ate
it.
so much from the
Oh.
Mediterranean place.
And then,
And then it was like an
Murph-
hour later we went to get this place.
Murph from Anime Shoshin we traded some sushi, and then Boom looked over. I didn't offer Boom any because he doesn't really like sushi, but he looked over. He's like, "Can I have a piece?" I was like, "Oh, okay. You don't
Well,
normally."
I don't.
Okay.
I haven't liked any sushi I've had yet.
He ate it. And he's like,
Until I had.
"Can
the
I
golden
have the
one.
rest of your sushi? Want to trade?" I'm like, "No, man. My sushi. Get out of here. Get out of here, boy."
I also didn't know it was cheaper than the ramen I got. I was like, man.
You spent like 15, 16. I spent like 12. Like
Yeah.
11 or 12.
And then if I got some like boom boom shrimp,
The
or
boom
whatever
boom
it's
shrimp
called.
was great.
like,
Yeah.
man, I'd be
Space Jesus
set.
blessed us with that boom boom shrimp.
$20 and I have like a perfect meal from Ginza's.
The best restaurant though was that like Italian like bar we went
Fratelli's?
to. Yeah.
I prefer
Oh,
Ginza's.
Fratelli's was
I prefer.
amazing.
I mean,
I prefer
Fratelli's was delicious, but I
Fratelli's.
prefer Ginza's.
I do too. I like the atmosphere of Ginza's better, but Fratelli's was amazing for a pizza.
Dude, I just fit right. I was in my yukata. I fit right in there. Y'all looked out of the norm.
The only thing I did not like about Fratelli's was that they didn't have a freaking normal pizza. They didn't have just like
No, they
pepperoni
didn't.
or something.
They didn't have just a normal pizza.
you
unless
can
made
make it
your own.
yourself.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
guess.
because then they don't do it properly because they don't have a
No.
recipe.
No.
They're just
no,
like,
it's just they put pepperoni on a
it's
pizza.
really easy to screw up a pepperoni pizza. Have
It
you
is.
ever ate Little Caesars before?
It is very
Yes.
easy to screw up.
I've never had a screwed up pepperoni pizza. I don't know
You've
how you
eaten
do that.
Little Caesars before.
Yeah, how
They
is that a
screw
screwed
up.
up?
It's just not right. It's Little Caesars is not pizza. It's
That's true.
something else.
It's
But no, Fratelli's is amazing, beautiful. If anyone's listening for
I
Fratelli's,
love
amazing.
Fratelli so much.
They had goat cheese,
Oh,
which
that
was,
was
so,
so good.
stringy. The mozzarella sticks were just
Mozzarella sticks
like
were the
couldn't,
best.
I couldn't break it off. And
That
so
was
I
the
just started
highlight.
dipping it with
I
the
love
cheese
that
still
place.
attached in my mouth. I just dipped in the sauce. put
I
it back
looked
to my mouth.
over.
The
and look on
gelato
your
was
face-
amazing.
Yeah, the gelato's
Everything
great.
was amazing.
But I looked over in Pyrolis. I just saw the look on his face. It was defeat and just acceptance of his fate. As he has half of a mozzarella stick in his head, he's just
And
dipping
it's
it.
stretching like a foot, and I'm like,
eats it.
I'm not being gentle with this thing either. I'm like stretching like a foot, dipping it like pretty violently, and putting it back in my mouth, and stretching it again for just to watch, rinse, repeat. I did this with like 3 mod sticks.
That was
None of them
great.
broke.
yeah,
It
that
was hard to
cheese.
swallow.
That cheese was hardcore.
It was
I had to
delicious
like
though.
Yeah.
bite it. I had to like put my teeth
I
together.
bit it too. I have not had a bite cheese in a long time.
I know. Just rip it off.
And at the end of it, I put I asked her to put some. I got some lemonade. And she put some grenadine in it, which was phenomenal. I forget what kind of lemonade they have, but it was great.
It was
and,
good.
And then I then put the strawberry gelato in there.
Yeah, you asked for all of this.
Gelato
And I was
was
expecting
super
like a huge like extra charge for all of
It
that.
wasn't that expensive.
They didn't charge us anything.
Nope.
You asked for grenadine. They didn't charge you.
Well,
they asked for gelato.
normally don't. Bars don't charge grenadine usually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I had it.
I don't go to bars. The closest I went to going to bar, I freaking got accosted by a homeless lady.
That's true.
That was also during the weekend.
That's true. Yeah, Boom got accosted for being a racist. Racist Boom.
I don't know how.
It
I
was
freaking walk out of an ice cream shop and all of a sudden I'm being told I'm racist. And I'm like,
You're
How?
racist unless you gave the lady money.
I was, and I didn't give her money. Which, oh no.
Which, well, no. The funny thing is, like the young girl, I think she was younger than me. I'd say. I think
She was like
17, 18.
Yeah, she looked like she was 16.
But she was also. I'm trying very hard to not get the podcast removed. But she was also like the same race as
She
this
was
lady.
the same, yeah.
She was the same race as this lady, and the lady was like, "Man, you racist against your own kind or something? Why can't you help a sister out?" Then like walked away. And I'm like, "Oh, I know where this is going." And like picked up the pace. Then her eyes, and Jake's like the biggest guy between the three of us.
Okay, compared, so Pyrolis is pretty close to my size, but I'm like huge compared to him.
Yeah, he's got a bigger build. So like, her eyes just locked on Jake and pinned him to the wall.
She literally pinned me to the wall. She puts her hand, I mean, it wasn't rough or anything, but like, she just firmly puts her hand on my shoulder.
Maybe not rough
pushing
to
me
you.
against-
If she had chosen Wheeze for some reason, he'd be stuck
Straight
The
through
only
the
reason
wall.
I think the only reason why she didn't choose Wheeze is how she looked at it was she saw Wheeze. However, Wheeze was in front of me. I was a man with a yukata. There could be anything in my pockets. She's not gonna mess with me. She sees you.
people see me
She
and
sees the look in your eyes, the guilt of being a white man. But really,
See-
it's just depression and wanting no, she sees the guilt in your eyes, and it's like, that's the man that's gonna give me money.
And then she pushes me against the wall. I say push, really. I just leaned up against the wall while she was talking to me. But she has her hand on my shoulder like making sure I'm not gonna get away.
Weez is still walking away.
Yeah, I'm just
Weez is like a
I'm
block
like,
away.
screw everybody.
He's just walking away.
See,
He's like,
that's
I'm
why
done.
that's why
He
she
can handle
didn't
himself.
That's why she didn't come to me, because I would have just been like, no thanks, just I'm out of
He's
here.
a second Dan black belt. He's got this. And I'm just like, I turn around and I go to say something like, help, boom. And I just see like, so I don't know. There was some sort of like mold or something gross growing in her armpit. And I just look around and I see the face of God as my life flashes before my eyes. I'm like, it's the bubonic plague. And then it takes me like a solid minute to be like, all right, let's actually help Boom. And then by that time, he already got himself out of the situation.
Yeah, I just flat said, no, I'm broke.
And
Which was not a lie, because I'm still broke.
Yep. And then the lady legit went from us like, oh, whatever, and then to the next group and went to them. And like while we were walking away, I threw my wrapper away. It bounced off the trash and hit the ground. One of the ladies from the group that was currently being accosted, I was like, hey, you stop. I was like, nope, that lady's still with you. I'm just going. I'll pretend I didn't hear a thing over my wooden shoes.
You littered in a city.
Oh my goodness.
Just because
You're the real menace here.
You
I am the real menace here.
Dang.
Not like China
That
and Africa
was
doing 80%
so.
more.
We are legit country bumpkins, I guess would be the term.
Dude,
And that was interesting, walking through a city Friday night.
getting lost, like
It was
missing
so
our
hard.
place by a half a block and hitting the bad part of town.
It's so
Yeah.
hard on Google because they don't show you where the buildings are huge.
It wanted to
obviously.
go in the back
And-
alley.
Yeah, and it's like okay,
right where that
so
drug deal was happening.
Google is super exact. So they're like, yes, the restaurant is inside the building, so go inside the building.
Which was
It's like,
right.
Where's the freaking entrance though? This is a massive building.
They should put
It was so
they should put
stupid.
a destination on the entrance because they tried to get us down a alleyway.
Yeah, it was like go down this
Alleyway was
back
like-
alley, climb through this window. That's
Well,
the quickest
legit,
way.
Right after this ice cream place is the bad part of town.
Yeah.
Like you're just one sidewalk crack from the bad part of town.
Yeah.
And like it wanted us to go to the alleyway in the bad side of the town where a drug deal, something was currently happening because there were two cars in there. There was a group of men on the outside protecting one way. When we went around, there was no one protecting the back way, but there was one guy leaning in a trunk. And I'm like, all right, I don't think we want to be in this area.
Yeah, I took one look at them and just walked a little bit faster.
On the bright side, however, a lot of people did bow to me in my yukata.
That was amazing.
There was a lot of drunk college students like, yes. I forget what did the one guy say?
I don't remember. One guy said
Domo
something.
arigato.
Yeah, he's like domo arigato.
And like, but I'm like, domo arigato.
The people were
That was
great,
great.
besides for right after we were dealing with the homeless person.
Yeah.
There was a couple right in front of us that I was getting a little mad at because they kept on trying to make out with each other right in front of us.
Yeah, I didn't like
They
that
would
either.
walk, stop, start making out, and I'm like, I'm trying to get around them to get away from the
And they
homeless
somehow
person.
would get in front of us every
Exactly.
time.
Every single time they'd start making out, they'd make out at the
That
crosswalk.
was funny.
I'm just like, get a room.
It was
Wait,
funny.
you're going to your room. Walk faster.
I was just like, wow, the confidence alcohol gives you to just do whatever.
I know.
It's insane.
Yeah, it was fun though.
It was fun. That was only the first day, by the way. That was only
That was
Friday.
Friday.
That was only Friday.
Legit, the rest of the weekend was a lot more tame.
It was a lot more
Yeah.
time. Friday was the most.
Saturday
I think
we
it's
just
'cause we
hung
went
out
out
with.
down.
So we did a podcast with Anime Shoshin, which their podcast should be out sometime around when this comes
They
out.
said it's coming out Thursday.
They said it was the next
Okay.
one out, and they do it like
So
weekly-ish.
tomorrow Thursday or next
So-
Thursday?
Check.
Well, we'll see, but yeah, we did a podcast with them. We did a live.
Oh, by the time this comes out, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we did a live panel, and we had people come up and talk about their favorite side characters, which was super fun.
It was super cool. Like
And,
everyone in the room.
Everyone in the audience. The first time, it took us a while to set up, and we didn't have everything down right away, so it took us longer. So there were about I don't know, there's like 7 people or something.
Well, this was
But-
earlier in the day.
Yeah, the later one.
Well, we had to contend with cool panels. Like in the late.
That's true.
We had to contend with cool panels in the earlier one.
There was we went to the sword panel guy, which
Yeah.
was super cool, and he did multiple ones. He did some while we were doing ours, I think, or
So
like
I
around
think
the time.
It's understandable why
So-
not a lot of people went to it.
The second one, we got a pretty big audience, and a couple people came and left, and it was pretty sweet.
Not gonna lie, like half the people that left our place went straight to the Yowie After Dark panel. And I'm sitting there like, I recognize all these people.
It was awesome though. We had a bunch of people. We had some people waiting while we were setting up, and they waited, and most of them went through the entire thing with us. So it was super cool.
It
That
was
was
cool.
fun. I think everybody that was there before we started stayed the entire show.
Yeah.
Except for Space Jesus' friends.
Yep,
Which
Space
I
Jam.
understand.
There was
Yeah.
like one group that I remember was there, and then they left near the end of it. But I think because we were interactive and we had people come up and talk, people really liked that, so they wanted to stay. And
We were the most interactive panel.
Yeah.
Out of all the other panels
super
I
cool.
went to.
Well, no, the sword guy, which I really wish I would have remembered their name because I'd love to give him a shout out.
oh yeah, it was something like Institute. They're like part of a
They
college.
practice
or something.
HEMA in Grand Rapids, which is a historical
Sword fighting.
Sword
it's
fighting.
so historical
Yeah.
sword fighting. I
Anyways,
forget what HEMA stands
They're
for.
really cool. Look them up. I'm pretty sure they're only Sword Academy in Grand Rapids.
Probably.
Or actually, they're in Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo?
Yes.
They're
Anyways,
really cool.
they're really cool. They were giving a how to pick your sword.
I wanted to
panel.
go to that.
That was like right before ours.
I know.
So I think a lot of people came from that to ours, which that was probably the second most.
I know
interactive.
the one guy in his group came from the cosplay contest.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, he must have got like in and out real quickly because there's a lot of people that are still going until 6:30.
Wait, it was the one guy. He got in, he sat in, he's like, oh, wait, hold on, I got to get my girlfriend and her friend. They're still at the contest. And he went out and came back right before we started.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Anyways, that was super fun.
that was super.
I want to
fun.
do more panels because that was like a blast.
Dude, I didn't have to do
That was
barely
great.
any work. Everyone's talking.
That was
know,
the
it was
best
great.
part.
We were just like, this is amazing. We don't have to do any work. We get
Merv
people.
and
Blake.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they used their names or not.
They used
Yeah,
to-
Blake. Yeah, we know Merv's real
Blake
name.
does because he's
It's
a lady.
Ted.
No, it's Merv.
I might have to edit that out
What?
because I don't think he legit uses his real name.
That's not his real name.
That's,
Oh, it's not.
No,
I was kidding.
The problem is I'm so bad with
his real name is Merv,
His real name is Murph.
but Blake's real name is Jeremy or something.
His real name is Gerald.
Anyways, I'll
Yeah.
edit that part out. Anyways,
No, you can leave it in. It's great.
No, I'm
Good
gonna edit
comedy.
out my blunder.
No, good
Oh,
comedy. Good comedy.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, what was I talking about? My God,
So Space Jesus blessed us with his presence Saturday.
He was great. Yeah.
I thought
Surprised
he was
that,
only going to one.
he said he wanted to stay for the second one, and I think he enjoyed the first one, so he came back for the second one.
One girl
Plus, I had a
stole
son.
my one of my picks, and I
Yeah.
was just like, hold on there.
Yeah, he like had to go off midway, like, hold on, this is actually one of my
I
picks
was like,
too, so
yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is one of my
have
picks. So
I think that happened twice
I think it only happened
because
once.
I think Merv got one stolen from him. as
Oh,
well.
did he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He got
Makes
I
sense.
think it was a Full Metal Alchemist one.
No, Merv. So Blake's wife, I forget her. I think it was Jessie or something. But Blake's
Oh, yeah.
wife stole Toot-toot-oo.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
my
right.
Yuri.
Yeah.
But for her it was a positive. For him it was the negative.
I was like,
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
them's
great.
fighting words.
that was
right
hilarious.
there.
I love how he's like, yeah, she's a great character. Just Tooturu annoys me, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're.
I so
And I was
badly
like-
wanted your phone
I
to
was
go
like,
off right
that's
then and there.
literally
That's his
my
personality.
ringtone.
That's Weeze's personality. Just
I am
toot-toot-oo.
Tooturu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I came to his house from school one day, expecting like play Magic the Gathering or having some fun. Instead,
No.
I'm subjugated to listen to Tooturu for 4 hours and him asking, which is better, the English or the Japanese? And I was like, I don't know. They sound exactly the same.
I'm like, they do. It's crazy, but there's a slight
It's like,
difference.
there's a slight difference right in this Tooturu and this Tooturu. However, this Tooturu and this Tooturu are almost identical. And this line right here, where it peaks up a little bit,
And
like
right then
calm
and
down.
there, a YouTuber was born.
The other thing, though, is that the Mayuri's voice actress in English is terribly annoying. Like her
Yeah.
character is annoying in the dub, but in the sub, I love Mayuri. So
I don't know. I don't think I can convince myself to watch Steins Gate dubbed because the entirety of like half of Okabe's personality
Yeah.
is so cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That is
it's
a big
English.
part of it. His voice actor is pretty good in the dub, but still, like, it's one where I'd say like the dub is pretty good,
Yeah.
but the sub is just so much better. And I think it's because of Miyamo Mamoru,
Yeah.
the voice actor of him, who also does like Light Yagami.
Doesn't he do Dio?
No,
No?
that's a different one. This guy does like Light Yagami and like a couple
Was
other
it
like
Rosewald he did?
No,
Oh,
Roswell,
I thought it was one
Roswell
of those
and
characters he did.
Roswell and Dio are the same.
Okay.
This guy's done.
Know who else
Frollo,
the voice of Dio
Lucifer.
plays?
Hmm.
The Phoenix guy from DxD.
He
Yeah, I
plays
know.
so many characters. Like I hear him all the time.
You know,
like
the-
random side.
You
characters.
said you really like the voice actor of Dio, so you have to watch High School now because he played
Oh my goodness.
Riser Phoenix.
If I did that, I would watch so many anime because I keep every new
So
anime
many
I watch.
anime?
So many anime.
So many anime.
Because he's in everything. I'm watching Overlord,
Mhm.
and
Overlord's great.
he's this random like soldier general guy.
Yeah.
Isn't it the guy that's like supposed to be like a really good sword fighter?
He's- I believe-
Yeah.
Is it the blue-haired guy?
I think
or-
it's the evil guy at the beginning.
Yeah, he like goes
Oh,
right after
And
Einzun
he
Go.
pulls
Yeah.
out the like angels and stuff.
Yeah, that guy. He just
Yeah.
gets totally
Just
whipped
totally
by
wiped.
Ainz.
Yeah.
He's like,
Ainz is like,
oh wow, you only pulled out a level
Yeah,
6? And he's
that's
like, what do you
great.
mean? This is the highest grand? Nope.
level 100.
Yeah, it is pretty
Wait,
fun.
what?
Not even level 100, she's like, level 9. It's
Yeah.
like,
that's right.
I
What
love
the
how
fuck?
Ainz is just like he's like protect me, and then it unleashes the thing, and he just like face palms, and he's like, oh, this is all it is.
I know. He's just,
And
he
just
wants
laughs
his
at him.
he wants his guards to protect him. And they're totally willing to die.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
then-
just like, oh, just
And then the
Couple
Dio
angels.
soldier guy is just like, it must be a bluff again.
you know, the holy guy, the priest is like, I'm totally gonna whoop his hiney so hard with this grand chaos emerald. And he's just like, oh no, I'm actually getting a little scared. Someone protect me. And he sees what it is. He's like, oh, never mind. I could crush this
and
thing
then
with
the
a
general's
finger.
guy is like, oh, the magic doesn't work on you, but my martial arts skills are undefeated. He just goes right up to him, just
This
gets slaughtered.
No, they don't.
this show is just like playing like Elden Ring or Dark Souls,
Yeah.
especially Elden Ring, where you like don't know what level an area is.
Mm-hmm.
So you like go into this dungeon, and then you're like, oh gosh, what's gonna come out and kill me? And then it does like 2 damage, and you just like kill it in one hit. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I'm in this
Except
kind
that's
of
the entire game. You're not role playing the victim.
Yeah.
You're role playing the perpetrator.
So what episode have you gotten to?
4.
Oh dang. You haven't gotten to the best combat scene in all of anime.
The
No.
lizard intertwining of season 2, episode 8.
What? No. No, I'm talking about the vampire versus
Okay, you want to give?
Dude, that's
you want to
episode
hear
11,
my
that's amazing.
review
What?
of the
That's
first?
episode 11. That's amazing.
I know.
You want to hear my
Yes.
review of the first 4
I do.
episodes?
I so
Yes.
badly do.
It sucks.
What?
What?
It's bad. It has a really bad opening.
Has he killed the one girl yet?
I don't know.
What do you mean it has a bad
It
opening?
has a bad opening. The first 3
How?
episodes are boring.
Like, what do you mean?
Nothing
What?
freaking happens.
What do you mean nothing? He gets teleported in a new world and he's like,
Yeah,
he's
nothing
like, do this, do that.
happens. It sucks.
He legit
The-
just
the
took down the
openings-
priest guy.
The opening is bad. Okay, it's getting better. Like the last couple episodes I've seen, but the first 2 episodes are kind of rough.
so when can we skin him?
Also, the very
When can we
okay.
skin him?
Skin him?
I'm just
Skin him.
saying the hook for the show is really bad because also the first frame it shows is this army of janky CGI skeletons.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like really bad
I wish it was
CGI.
hand-drawn.
That for some reason they're like, what's gonna hook people into this anime? How about our janky CGI skeleton army?
Like I said, the worst thing to anime is the CGI. Like that's the worst thing's
Yeah.
ever come to anime. I don't know why people keep on using it. Because Overlord was made in like what 2016 is when it came out.
Yeah, it's
the
like
first season?
2017 or something.
The only
It
show
looks-
I have seen with good CGI is the rebuilds of Evangelion.
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew he was gonna say something. Even
I mean, I think Demon Slayer CGI looks good. I think some shows look good. I think certain parts in Attack on Titans
Wait,
looked
there's
pretty good.
CGI in Demon Slayer?
It is a ton of CGI in Demon Slayer.
What?
It just looks so good you can't tell.
What?
Yeah,
I can tell most CGI. I don't like
I don't
the
believe you.
CGI. at
yeah.
all.
There's a ton of CGI.
I don't believe.
Like, a lot of it is when it does like the panning shots or like the sweeping motions, like it goes through the train or whatever. It'll do like that kind of stuff in CGI, and it's really impressive. It looks good. Usually the characters are always 2D though, so
Like that's the thing.
That makes it better.
Camera motion stuff like that can be CG. That's fine.
yeah.
But like the actual drawing stuff, you have to
Yeah.
make it 2D or all
Certain-
CG.
Yeah.
You can't just mix and match because it's not gonna fit in well.
Yeah, like the Titans from Attack on Titan looked okay in CG a couple times, but there were other times where it's just really noticeable and stands out. It kind of goes back and forth. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, I can kind of see how it would work. Or if you still see a still image of the CGI in anime, it looks okay. But if as soon as it moves, you're just like, ugh.
Well, the issue is, and this is a big issue, they're using it to cut time. Which is the biggest issue, because like you can make it look really good if you actually use it to the full potential.
Yeah,
like what Hollywood's starting to like. Well, they're using it to save on costs of other stuff, but they're spending more time and effort to it recently, which is why CGI looks pretty decent. But they're not doing that with anime; they're using it to cut time.
Yeah, because CGI is like you create the model and then it's done, and then you just manipulate it and animate it. So it's like that's so much easier than redrawing it every single time. But it's just
you have to do it properly, otherwise it's not going to do good.
I know you're gonna make fun of me, but like legit, the only show I have seen with good CGI is Evangelion. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because they're like, well, it's just.
Are you talking about the last movie?
Yes.
Okay, the CGI went from super jank to like the best CGI ever.
Yeah.
It has both.
It does.
Like certain scenes, it's like this CGI looks like 2017,
and then it goes, have the ending battle.
Yeah, and then it goes this other random scene
happened?
Where it's like, why does the CGI look amazing? I don't know. It's weird. It was a weird movie.
I loved it. It was amazing.
Season 4 of you're saying?
I just said I did like it.
Okay. Season 4 of the I forgot the name of it now.
Overlord.
Season 4 of Overlord is pretty. The CGI in some scenes is pretty atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard people talk about that.
CGI gets pretty atrocious. I don't like it because he summons some cool monsters that are supposed to be like really cool, and in the manga they look terrifying. They're great. Yeah. But then the CGI is like, bro, I'm supposed to be scared of that?
CGI derp monster.
That's kind of how what was it? Oh, Godzilla Singularity Point. The whole show was pretty weird, but all the monsters were CGI.
Yeah.
And they looked horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why?
I love how Trapped in a Dating Sim didn't use 3D didn't use CGI until its last battle, and then just put CGI everywhere.
Well, and that wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but it just made me laugh that they never used CGI.
No, it made me laugh too. Yeah.
And then
maybe the artist just had a freaking stroke.
It was almost like that's what they were putting their budget into, was that like last episode. So they're just like all the CGI mix. I mean, I understand it, especially in like the big crowd sequences. Like it's easier to like CGI them.
I can forgive a fantasy town like overskate scene where people are walking. You know, it's CGI.
Like
that's fine.
The backgrounds of ReZero where there's like beast people or whatever.
Yeah,
walking,
that's
they're all
fine.
CGI.
That's fine because you have the nice 2D animated characters in front of you. It's fine.
I think the biggest problem with CGI in anime is that it's too smooth. They need to animate it a little bit choppier so it like fits with the other thing, because it's like
they tried that with Berserk.
Everyone's like bop 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 bop, and then then you see like this Titan or whatever that's like wee, and you're like, okay.
Meanwhile, Jurassic Park in 1993 somehow still has CGI that kind of stands up to today.
It does.
I'm still not sure how. I don't think that's actual CGI. I think that dinosaur wrangler that they credit in the credits is legit. Just lost a bunch of dinosaurs and they recorded it.
There's things like that too, where I think, in the end, like no matter how technology advances, it depends how much work they put into creating it.
Yeah.
Because if you can have the best technology that we have that makes it like easier, but you don't put the work into it, and it's just gonna look like garbage either way.
Well, it's the same thing with the story. Like, you were saying Overlord has a horrible like hooker. Not hooker.
A horrible hooker.
Okay, yeah.
Albedo
does kind of suck too.
She does kind of suck.
Kind of annoying.
There is kind of a funny scene though where they're trying to ride this horse. It's in a later season, but like they're trying to get this horse, and I guess she can't ride it because she's like not pure of heart.
No, she is pure of heart.
Oh right, yeah, she is pure of heart.
It's supposed to be an evil horse that only like she hasn't lost her virginity or anything, so like she can't ride it because she's just pure of heart, and she's like,
all the other girls are fine.
Never done anything.
Gosh.
But she's just like, I can't ride it.
They couldn't ride it either.
Oh yeah, they could.
Yeah, no one could.
It kind of threw me off how the main character just kind of rolls with getting isekai'd, like he just doesn't care. but it's kind of explained that he kind of merged with his character too.
Yeah, it's
like
showing
he's-
like whenever he tries to do anything, like that's him. So the system's
Yeah.
like, no,
It's like
no,
it's
no.
not all
Yeah.
of him. Like he merged with the other person. So he also does things where it's like he doesn't care about insignificant humans, and it's because of his like
Well, and that's kind of
He's-
why.
part of his character, which I
Albe-
thought that was pretty
yeah.
cool.
Well, that's also it explains a lot of stuff with Albedo as well.
Albedo,
Mm-hmm.
Albedo,
Albedo,
Albedo.
Albedo.
Okay, anyways. It explains a lot with her scenes because every single time she gets onto him basically.
Yeah.
He's just like, wait, I'm like turning more into this evil Lich Lord, and I don't really want to be the evil Lich Lord.
Yeah.
So he's like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he questions himself big time from what I've seen. Like, there's moments like, who am I? Am I really supposed to be? Huh.
And that's the cool part of his character. He's
Yeah.
just like, I'm legit a good dude. It's just this was just the character I played because it's
Yeah.
like mid-maxed my spell casting.
I love the ending where it's like, we're gonna make my name known across the land. And he's like, then if there's any more player characters around, we can meet up.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope some other people got trapped in this world too.
I dropped the show right at season 2. I tried watching season 2 episode 1, but I don't know what went on. It just felt really jarring. I'm gonna try picking it back up now that, especially I know that you're watching it too.
Yeah, it was a show. I'm like, I really want to watch Fate Zero, but I knew if I'm gonna watch Fate Zero, I'm gonna probably make videos on it because it looks really good.
Oh yeah.
And I have way too many backlog of videos that I need to make for shows that I've watched recently. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch Overlord. I probably won't make a video on it.
What?
And now he's making like 5 of them.
Yeah. Why
You
Overlord sucks. I watched the first episode and this is why
How
Overlord
Overlord redeemed itself.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think making a video about like how some anime actually suck at the 3-episode rule would be actually pretty good.
Most people, okay,
Like,
this is a
Steins Gate,
bad-
You got to get to the 4th.
this is a bad example.
4th,
yeah.
12th episode.
Okay,
in
Steins
my
Gate's
opinion.
first episode is really, really good.
I thought
What?
it was good personally. I
Yeah.
really liked it. Like
The first
everything-
episode of Steins Gate.
The first
Everything
episode
about
of
it
Steins
just
Gate
pulled
is
me in.
amazing.
What
Yeah.
happens?
Okay, so he like, yeah, I don't know.
I
He just
legit
does
blocked it out of
normal
my memory.
errands and stuff. He
Well,
sees
no.
Kurosu die,
Yeah, it's the
and then
first
the
part where he's
end of
doing
the
the science
episode,
stuff.
he walks
Oh,
up and
yeah.
Kurosu's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
is
he's
actually
also
good
like
for-
his mind is going crazy from like the time leap that he did accidentally, and he's just like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was
because
a
he
good-
walks out and he does the texting thing and sends Dara the message while Dara's messing with the microwave,
Yeah.
and then ends up Bill just gets someone in that one world. He's like, man, there's no one here. Wow,
Yeah,
I hate this.
that does make sense. That's never explained, is it?
What
Not
is?
really. It's kind
Why nobody's there?
Because he was sent to
Oh.
a different plane of existence
It's
for a moment.
no, it's explained in the visual novel. It's because the police
No,
Oh.
that's not why.
No, he just assumes.
That's what he assumes. Yeah.
No, but there's a police officer there in the
no,
visual
when
novel
he
that
wakes
talks
back
to him.
up, when he comes
When he
back
wakes
to
back
reality.
up, he's in
Yeah.
a crowd. In that other dimension or whatever,
Oh.
that dimension reminds me of the dimension from Ghost Stories, where
Yeah.
when they're in like the computer
Mhm.
and like nobody's there and it's all weird and stuff.
Mm,
Well, that's what first gave him what he calls reading Steiner.
yeah.
Because that's when he first split off.
Right.
Like it's explained more in the movie because there is and actually even in Steins Gate Zero, because for a moment there that's where Okabe goes to find Suzu and Mayuri.
Is that the
Oh,
same
Myri,
place?
yeah.
Because that just looked like a wasteland.
It's the same place, but like so far in the future.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to go to the end of time to find them. Is where they were
Yeah.
stuck.
I did kind of find it funny how Mayuri and Suzu were just like okay with
They're just
being
chilling.
there. They're just like chilling. Like Suzu's got this like cloak
So
thing.
it happened basically like that to them. It
I
happened
know,
in no
it
time at all
yeah.
for them.
That makes sense, but I don't know.
Like they were there for probably maybe an hour or two.
That's true.
And he's like, I'm almost 40
Yeah.
years old. I've come to save you.
Man, that show.
Everyone.
We've talked way too much about Steins.
No
Gate.
one-
There's so
the only
much good
person who
stuff
gets
about
screwed over in Steins Gate is Okabe
He's the
because
only
they're like
one.
he fixes everything for everybody else. So to them, it's just like
Mentally,
whatever.
he's a few hundred years old. He's got
yeah.
it. I don't know. I thinking about it now, I'd almost say Daru gets screwed over quite a bit.
Daru gets married. He's
Yeah,
got his
Daru has a pretty
dream
good life.
Daru finds out about his whole future, finds out how sucky it is, and is like, man, this kind of sucks. I don't really want to lose my wife. I don't really want to see my daughter get traumatized, but I'm still going to build this time machine.
But the thing is, Daru, when Okabe fixes everything, Daru doesn't remember any of that. Okabe does.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shoot.
And Okabe is the one that puts him through that. Okabe is the one that puts everyone through all the pain and hardship. He's
true.
watched Mr. Brown
Okay.
kill himself.
The other person you could argue has it the worst is Mayuri, because she kind of has the memories of dying.
Yeah. The cheating
like
number 2, I'd
every
say.
single time.
So there's several people that remember their past. Is that explained? Like,
So,
do they lose that
I
each
think
time?
part of it is that Okabe has his like ability thing,
Yeah.
but in reality it's not.
So-
It's more of like everybody can do that. It's just
What
Isn't
is
it more like he's the focal point?
Yeah, he's the focal point, but like I think everyone really has that ability. It's just
Yeah.
I think it's part of a thing to make him not super special. He's not a super special character. He's pretty normal.
it's deja vu.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what the whole thing, like, the basics of it is deja vu is the Mandela effect, which is,
Yeah.
this is different. Something's wrong. So when you try to remember what happened, how it was supposed to be, when your worlds start colliding. In the movie, in the Steins Gate movie, Okabe actually just poofs out of existence because his timeline, like himself, is on so many timelines from how many times he's jumped back and forth and done all this stuff that he just poofs out of existence because he cannot keep up.
My God, it's the rubber banding
That's
effect
insane.
from video games.
But that's why I say the movie explains it a lot, because he ends up trapped in that other plane of existence that he ends up being trapped in the
Okay.
first episode, because basically that's just where you go when you're lost, when you have no timeline, you're just lost.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I think everyone kind of has it, and Okabe is just the most special one to have it.
We
'cause he
did jump
remembers everything.
way off topic. We're kind of talking about Hook episodes. Jump?
Like through timelines.
Shut up.
Steins Gate's amazing. I
It is.
recommend you all watch it if you haven't.
Man, is it like time for our yearly episode of Steins Gate again?
Man, can we please? I want to so bad.
Man, maybe we should do like another re-review. or
You shouldn't
I
be
don't
work.
know.
You shouldn't work Saturday.
We already
play.
made like 100 episodes on Steins Gate.
No, we haven't. We haven't made an episode on Steins Gate in over a year.
I know, but when we did, we had like multiple.
Yeah, but that's just
We
because it's
talked
like
about it every episode.
Yeah,
What are you guys doing Monday before you guys do your 4th of July stuff?
4th of July stuff.
Just all day?
Yeah.
Mm.
My parents want to go watch a parade and
What are you guys doing Sunday?
kayaking.
Mm.
Also ripping a radio out of my car.
Wait, you're working Saturday. What do you work till?
There's the party.
I just want to play Steins Gate.
Let's play Steins Gate next week.
Do you know how hard it is? I own the entire series.
I know.
It's so hard to sit on my computer and be like,
I know.
Man, I want to play Steins Gate so bad.
What
but
we
I
need
can't.
to do is we need to set a legit like whole evening to play Steins Gate for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So that way we have like a log of 5 hours. I can do like 5 videos.
Yeah, 5 episodes.
Every other
of it.
Sunday.
Every other I know I can't do Sundays.
What do you mean, in the morning?
I got stuff to do. No.
No, in the morning, because you go to your parents at like 2.
Yeah, but there's stuff I have to do in the morning, like clean my apartment and stuff.
Every other Saturday.
Sure.
All right.
Anyways,
Maybe.
work meeting done.
Son of a...
Let's get back.
You
to-
can always do it without me.
No, we can't. My area.
You are the women.
I'll I am
And
the
Ruka.
woman.
You are legit just a woman.
Oh my goodness.
Besides for I
but he's a
voice
guy,
police
too.
woman number
But
1.
he's a guy, too.
I'm also the narrator, which is inside of Okabe's head.
Which then you're Okabe's
I'm
voice.
Okabe's-
I am Okabe.
No, you are Okabe.
I'm Okabe what he thinks his voice sounds like. That's Okabe what his voice actually sounds
Meanwhile,
like.
you're over there being Christina.
Christy,
Yeah.
that's
And Daru.
true.
and Daru. I suck at voice acting.
It's great. You have to be like You have to be like Daru making a pervy joke,
I
and then
know,
Christina
it's
reacting.
so weird. We haven't gotten to the worst scenes
No,
yet.
we haven't.
Christina.
I'm not looking forward to the bathroom shower scene. I don't know if that's in the light novel or not.
Why are you looking forward to that?
Because there's just
Okabe
a lot
going
of
I gotta hide.
there's a lot of cringy dialogue. Anyways,
I totally forgot about that.
hooker episodes.
Hooker.
What's some bad hooker episodes?
Well,
Bad hooks. Let me look at the anime that I've seen.
Attack on Titan could never get me in. It never hooked me in.
Really? The
Yes.
first episode never hooked you?
No, I watched
I can
it.
kind of see
And I was
that.
like, this is so boring. I'm just going to go back to watching the parody.
I mean, I think part of it is you're not really invested in the world enough to care that the wall is being breached.
No,
It
it's like,
does feel
so
like an apocalyptic
kind of
event with a bunch of
happens.
characters you don't like.
Yeah.
I'm watching this annoying kid. Oh, he doesn't want to pick up sticks. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like Armin is like the only one that's
Armin.
slightly intriguing about them. And then this giant guy just shows up and just kicks a wall. I was like, oh, okay. I'll watch some people get eaten. I can go watch Tokyo Ghoul and have a much better time.
Yeah, I get that.
Goblin Slayer is a controversial first episode.
Dude, Goblin Slayer just hooks you right in. It's like, man, I want to see more of these goblins get killed.
Dead Man Wonderland has a sucky
Actually,
opening episode.
Dead Man Wonderland opening episode was pretty good because that's what got
Yeah,
us hooked in.
that's
it was episode
true.
3 that got us cooked.
Episode
Kicked out.
2, okay, I didn't think episode 1 was super good. Episode 2 was really good.
Because
though.
like the whole prison, like the initial plot of we're gonna play prison games and try and escape.
That
was
was
cool.
at the very end of the episode.
Yeah, but that,
So,
that was cool.
I
That's
guess,
what gave
yeah.
us the good idea. Like, man, this is actually gonna be a fun ride. Then
I'd
the rest of
say-
it happens. Like, oh, never mind.
Otome Game's first episode's kind of weak.
Yeah, it's weak.
It's real weak.
Not gonna lie,
It
it's
made
pretty
me
weak.
drop it.
Yeah.
It's pretty like generic sounding. You don't really care about any of the characters. The main character just seems like an edgy jerk.
Yeah.
And then you find out he's an edgy jerk and you love him.
He's amazing.
I would say the first episode of Hellsing, it's iffy.
I thought it was good.
Promise,
I think it's pretty good, but I don't know.
Promise Neverland's first episode is one of the best hooks ever.
What do you guys think of Jujutsu Kaisen's first episode?
I haven't seen the first episode.
I dropped it after the first episode. I couldn't make it through
Really?
it, so
Okay. Man,
I'm gonna rewatch it eventually.
you need to.
but
Because, yes,
yeah.
the first episode's pretty weak. It's like pretty generic.
yeah,
But as soon as you get. Okay. What happens at the end of the first episode? Does he kill the monster? Is Gojo in the first episode?
I don't remember. Maybe I think he is. He eats the finger. That's what happens.
Oh, he eats the finger. So Gojo's in the second episode. You're like, you should.
He eats the finger, and then like you kind of see like the half demon thing kind of partially take over him or whatever, and I was like, okay, I get it, but
Even Gillian's opening was pretty weak for me. In all honesty, not to poke fun at Boom. It honestly was just
what
pretty weak for
happened
me.
in the first episode?
I was legit actually thinking that as well. Like, if I wasn't like a person that was binging it at the time and I just stumbled upon it, it would be kind of iffy for me.
Well,
Tokyo Ghoul's first episode's pretty good.
yeah, I like that first episode. But first and foremost, when I tried to watch Even Gillian, the dog tried to stop me.
Your dog?
I showed you guys the video of me like trying to turn around and the dog attacked me. I'm trying to run away from it.
I don't remember that.
No,
I don't remember your suffering.
Yeah, not many people do. But a good anime that hooked me in pretty deep was called Nyaruko. Nyaruko. Crawling
Naruto?
with Love. No. Nyaruko. Crawling with Love.
Naruto?
I started it recently. It's
Nice.
basically based on the H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu mythos.
Oh, that's cool.
The first opening is pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, you know what anime has a banger of a hook episode?
What about Zombie Desuka? Because he gets
No.
hit by a bus, gets turned naked, and goes, ah!
Blood Blockade Battlefront?
Okay.
Like, legit. Like, you just see Mad Max style New York City
Mhm.
with demons with rocket launchers just like demolishing buildings, and it's amazing.
There's always like, oh, I think Durarara has a really interesting first episode. It really like sets it up because it's like new character comes into town, you walk through the town and just all this crap is going on in the background while the main
Yeah.
character is like the most boring person ever. And then the next episode, you find out why all that background stuff happened. So it's got a cool hook.
Dororo was pretty great.
We just talked about that.
No, Durarara.
Oh, duh. Yeah. I agree with both of those
And
statements.
Bakano's opening also like confuses the heck out of you, so you want to keep
That's
watching.
beautiful.
I was hooked as soon as I saw the child's head get blown off with a shotgun.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
what
true.
the heck's
it does
going
show
on?
that in the
Yep,
first
it does.
episode.
You
Within
get
the
like
first couple minutes,
you
you're
forget
like,
about it. It's up
what?
to 8.
Yeah.
This kid gets double
It's
tapped.
insane how much Durarara and Bakano messes with time and characters. It's like it's just so all over the place. It's really cool. And
I
somehow
would
it's still
say
cohesive.
Madoka Magica has
I was
a
just
pretty.
looking at that. I don't remember its first episode.
That's why I'm saying it has a pretty lack of a hook episode.
Madoka Magica, yeah, I don't think it has a super good opening, but it's
If you
It's
get
like
to
10
episode 3, though,
yeah.
then you're hooked because
Yeah.
by then, weird crap's going down.
Yeah, Madoka Magica didn't have the best opening. It was kind of too confusing. Episode like 10 or whatever, where you get the one girl that doesn't talk very much, the edgy girl who's trying to kill QB all the time.
Time Traveler Girl?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
get her backstory, you're like, holy crap, I feel like I just watched an entire series in this one episode.
You know what's the worst hook episode ever?
What?
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Yeah. Dude, he just
What
kills the boss in
happens?
one punch.
Yeah.
That's a horrible hook.
No, it's because of the premise that it is an amazing hook.
That's true.
I know, I was just joking.
Death
One-
Parade has got a pretty good opening.
I don't remember the first episode.
No, it just introduces you to the whole game thing. Like,
Yeah, what first
It was
game
darts,
it?
It was
wasn't
darts,
it?
yeah.
Darts.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right,
that
the
is a
body
good
part.
episode.
yeah, she's like, no,
And
I'm
there's the couple-
pregnant.
That's-
and he's
that's
like,
one of the-
What? You're pregnant? I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's one
But
of the
isn't that with your
best
baby?
games too.
Yeah.
That's one of the best games where just like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hit the target and then where you hit
He's like,
it's like broken. That's,
okay,
You
I'm
feel
gonna-
the
messed up
pain.
game.
too.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
purposely lose. And he slips because he's paying. Like, oh god, I'm sorry. It's like, I slipped on someone else. He's like, baby, anyway, I don't care. And the one guy's like, they realize that they're dead, right? Like, it doesn't
I think
matter.
the girl was like that.
No, the girl wasn't, because she was
Oh.
like, you should stop. You can't do it like this. Because
Yeah.
he's over like, yeah, we're gonna make them cheat.
Death Parade is such a fantastic concept for those like episodic like story things because
It's amazing,
it
yeah.
introduces the characters and because they kind of lose their memories, it like goes through. You like learn about it as they do, and it goes through like their relationships and
You
stuff.
go from friends to enemies like
it's
that.
so cool.
Zombieland Saga is one that has a really weird hook.
Isn't that the
episode?
one where the lady like, okay, I'm going to school now, bye,
Yeah.
and hits by the bus?
Yeah,
I've
she's
seen
like
so many memes.
she's legit just putting on her makeup and she like grabs these Idol edition tickets.
Mhm.
She's like, today is my big day. Goes out the door, legit just gets ran over by a truck. Not only that, it's not just like one of those and that cuts away, it's slow motion. So it's like her point of view gets hit by the truck. You just see her go flying up. You see the guy in the truck's face, cracked windshield, things flying, and you just see her land on her head, dead on the ground.
And the idol manager turns.
I love.
Hello, Irate Berserk. I would like to hire you to be my idol.
I love how.
No, you don't even see that. She just
Oh.
wakes up, and there's a bunch of dead people around her.
I love how isekai writers are like, how should I kill my character? I'll just have him get hit by a bus.
Unless it's a Tomy game.
Yeah, he just
Then you're
falls
just
down
like,
the
I'm
steps.
hungry. I die of hunger.
Or the
I'm
one
hungry. You've been
girl,
playing for so long. Oh
the
no.
one girl from Death Parade who just slips on a bar of soap and breaks her neck.
I didn't even want to kill myself. I slipped on a bar of soap.
I do like where it's basically gone from isekais when they first came out. It's like, where am I? To now it's just like, oh frick, I'm trapped in this stupid game now.
Gosh dang it! I've seen it, but I
That's
didn't
what
want
I
to
love
believe
about
it. This sucks.
ReZero. ReZero is such a great one at being like,
Can you imagine? Okay, what if all isekais are real and there's just a pandemic in actual like anime Japan where
yeah.
every day people are just like, now remember, don't die this way, or else you're gonna get trapped to another world.
I feel like
Gosh dang it! I get hit by a bus.
ReZero's first episode is like pretty good. I don't think it's super amazing.
Well, the-
I
But
think it's got
It's a part 1, part 2 first episode, so it's kind of weird.
well, it's like
Okay,
a
no,
40-minute
one,
episode.
It's a 40-minute episode.
yeah.
So like you legit.
So if you watch all 40 minutes of it, then it's a pretty good.
who's
hook.
not gonna watch 40 minutes?
Well, I mean, it's a part 1,
Did you
part
not
2.
watch? No, it's not.
It is on most
No,
streaming
no,
services.
it's-
They have it as separate.
I just had that as
episodes.
one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it on separate for some reason.
Crunchyroll has it as one.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I think it's great that like
I'm looking at it.
his way of being isekai was like so different from everyone else. He didn't die, he just accidentally
Yeah, he
stumbled into the world. Like, where am I?
Oh boy, ramen. Oh crap, where the hell am I?
Yeah.
I think what might make ReZero, what might, is it on Crunchyroll? It's on Crunchyroll, right? ReZero. There it is. I think what might make it, nope, they have it part 1, part 2.
That's stupid.
Yep. They have season
Heard
1,
they had-
episode 1A, season 1, episode 1B.
That's stupid.
I don't know.
Okay, that's legit not a good way to
No,
do that.
not at
Yeah,
all.
you should
Keep it-
watch the first episode.
keep it as
It
intended.
starts slow.
Yeah.
And
It
then
does
as soon as
start.
you get to the end, especially that music playing,
Mhm.
well, she just Elsa just like massacres them all.
Yeah, I think part of what makes ReZero's opening not super good is that Subaru is super dense. And it like takes him a while to be like, wait a second.
That's
I
legit the
can
first 6 episodes of the
respawn.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was screaming at the screen. Like, why the hell are you doing this? You
Yeah.
play games.
I want to read the light novel to see if it explains more.
Yeah, I hope so.
I should get the light novel. I'll do that next paycheck.
There you go. So it's almost quitting time.
Gate.
Almost
Gate
quitting.
has a good opening because the
I
opening
need to
gate.
watch Gate.
The opening gate is basically just like this gate opens up in the middle of Japan while the main character's like at an anime convention, and all this stuff, all these creatures like pour out. And he's like, "Oh crap, the anime convention's over. No, I gotta stop them before they shut it down." He's like, "I gotta stop when they turn off Comic Cat," and he like prevents like a big disaster from happening. And they're like, "Why are you so sad? I couldn't buy my waifu."
Tomodachi Game had a horrible opening.
Did it?
It was like, here are the characters. Flashes a bunch of random information on the screen. Next character flashes a bunch of information. Next character. It's like 2 seconds. And it's just like paragraphs of like, this person's like this.
That sounds horrible.
It's pretty bad.
Girls in Panzer's pretty good. Tanks, that's all you need. Tanks, that's all you need. What else do you need other than tanks?
Character development.
Yeah, the tanks develop pretty well, I'd like to think.
The tanks blow up.
I feel
Yeah,
like
and then they get
Assassination
repaired.
Classroom had a good first episode.
It had an amazing first episode.
Seraph of the End had a pretty good episode.
The
if I
Greatest
remember.
Demon Lord Reborn as a Typical Nobody had a pretty interesting first episode, and then it was like, nope, we're just gonna suck now. Also, I watched the final episode, and it like started going a little bit trending upwards with this like somewhat interesting character like thing.
Yeah.
And then its ending was really bad.
Ooh, that
it was,
sucks.
it was a yikes.
The pet girl of Sakurasu's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well. I guess we're gonna end it here.
Wait, like the podcast?
Yeah.
We didn't do a break though.
No, we didn't.
Did we literally just talk an hour without
Yeah.
break? Bro, gnarly.
We did know. Oh, wait, you can edit it in now. Ed time.
I'm
Suck
not
it,
gonna
boom.
edit it in.
Why not?
Because why?
I don't know.
Man, this is the first time in a while we've just blown through a nice.
Are you like happy or something?
Yeah, that means we're all having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was good, so I was just like, I'm not
It was
gonna
fun to
stop
talk about the hooks of
Yeah,
the anime.
The hookers
I
of
love
the anime.
talking
my
about
first
hookers.
like 13 at least have really good hooks.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see a show that's really good but doesn't start super good. I'm like, the worst one on here is maybe Full Metal Alchemist.
Terran Resins.
That's my 51st favorite anime.
Okay.
Monster has a really good hook, and Erased has a really good hook.
Erased has an amazing hook.
The Day I Became God is a good hook.
Monsters is really phenomenal.
Anyways,
kind of slows down.
Pyrolus, take us out.
All right, I'm gonna take him out to the yard. Boom's got to use the restroom now, so he's got to do that.
I drank a whole Coke.
Weez just likes watching. I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to sign off now. I've been Pyrolus, your wonderful host. You can find me at Pyrolus2 on the Twitter. The Twatter. Where can they find you, Weez?
I'm Weez. You can check me out on YouTube. I'm KBW on YouTube. If you search KBW anime, I'll pop up. And
No,
you
you
can
won't.
find my Twitter at KBW author. And from there, you can find my YouTube in the description of my Twitter. I'm also on Instagram at KBW author, where you can also find a link to my YouTube in the description of my Instagram.
Not gonna lie, going the Twitter route is gonna be a lot easier than going the YouTube route.
Probably.
I tried looking them up on YouTube during the whole Comic-Con thing, and
You were
during
searching
WeebCon.
Wheeze though. You have to search
I searched
KBW.
first. I did Wheeze, then I did KBW, then I did KBW anime, and like I didn't find
I
it. Then
show up on
finally find
KBW
it. I'm
anime
like, man,
eventually.
Man, he showed up second search result for me when I looked up KBW.
Not for me. Maybe I just don't watch too much anime stuff, and that's why.
I think you're just
Maybe.
bad
What do you mean?
at searching things.
I just looked up KBW anime.
Uh-huh.
You did it all in lowercase. It doesn't work.
Anyways, sign off, Boom.
Oh, yeah, so I'm Boom or Jake or whatever the heck you want to call me. I don't care.
If you wanna
Boom.
be my lover.
Anyways, you can find me on Twitter at SirBoom9. And then, yeah, anything else is related to the podcast. So, yeah, you can find the podcast on YouTube at Baka-Talk Studios. You can also email the podcast at AskBaka-Talk. And I don't know, just give us content.
You can go back and listen to all the old episodes of the Poor Dead podcast. Look behind you.
Yeah, you can do that.
I like how you had to mention it was poor and dead.
Poor Dead podcast.
It is poor. Because I'm
So
broke.
sad.
So, anyways, that's it for me. See you guys later.
Jam meow.
Jam meow.
Bye.